It's good to close the door. I'm trying to play some games.
I said silence. Or you could keep it like how we used to do back in the day.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, we'll just start. All right, well, thank you once again, and welcome back to the Paranoid Android Hour. This is episode 5, and we have a small special episode for you. And I'm your host, Charlie, and here with me is
Shinke once again.
Shinke.
And before we continue, let me explain how to pronounce that because I was just in a stream for a friend, and I put some comments, and nobody knew how to say my name. Is Shinke, Shin like Charlie Sheen, K like if you say K like Mary Kay or some shit like that. Shinke, that's how you say it.
Shinke, or just call you Shinks, right? Somebody call you Shinks? Who's it?
You call me Shinks too.
I call you something different, which I don't want to put out there right now.
Everybody calls me. They can't even get my nickname right.
Shinke. Yeah, that name ever since I've known you, man. Shinke. Actually, it's not Shinke. It's Shinke they.
Exactly. Shinke actually is DEI. It's an acronym.
It's an acronym, so don't think that's his real name. But
No.
even though if you've used it for a very long time, and plus there's something behind that name as well, if I remember.
Exactly. Well, that's actually very simple. Well, no, actually not very simple.
Mhm.
Well, the first part Shinke is that's one in Japanese, or John in Japanese. So that one is simple. The other part, the second part, is a long story. When I was a kid, I was trying to make a mecha comic with a
Uh-huh.
friend, and that's how we call the robots on the comic.
I thought I said when I was a kid, I got bitten by a radioactive spider.
And I got cancer.
I rolled in toxic waste and got cancer. No superhuman powers. All right. Well, okay. Now on this show, we're gonna talk a little bit about a small event that's coming up in the next few days, or actually, no, it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow starts.
Oh, they're setting up tomorrow. They're going to advertise it tomorrow, and this is called E3. I bet all of you has heard about E3.
I thought you were talking about the burrito festival that is going on what is it, Topeka, Kansas, someplace like that.
Oh yeah. We're going to talk about that too in the after credits. The
Yeah.
Burrito Festival.
Burrito Fest 2015.
But yeah, I mean it's now upon us, and there's all kinds of stuff online. I mean everything that they're going to present, even some major leaks too, right? But I mean, I don't know if they're legit, but you actually seen a leak that they took off the internet, right? And what leak was that?
I was hearing about I was reading about this guy who said that, dude, this is not legit. Why do you make me? Why do you put me in this position?
Well, it's not. I didn't say it was legit, but let's just say you seen something, and
Well,
and
well, they say where there is smoke, there is fire. So
yeah,
one of these guys, one of these famous insiders, I don't even know who the guy is. Honestly, I can't even tell their gender. Uh, um, was saying that a couple companies will reveal some really cool games. One of them, this is what kind of like tipped me off that it might not be legit, because they say like Konami will revive Suikoden, which I doubt, because right now Konami, they just gave it the middle finger to gamers, so I doubt they will do something for pro consumer as something as cool as bringing up one of the old franchises like Suikoden. Also, it mentioned a Final Fantasy 12 HD remaster, which I don't think is too far off or too unreal.
I love 12, man. 12 was a good game.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite Final Fantasies actually.
I would love to see it mobile too. When I mean mobile, I don't mean the phone. Sorry, I mean handheld for the Vita. Scratch that. I'm going to edit that. No, mobile. No, I mean on the Vita, on the mobile system. It'd be awesome on the Vita, man. I
It'll
would
be,
definitely buy that. It's good. It's good.
it will be perfect for the beat actually. Yeah.
Shh, man. I remember the hunts. You could stray away from the main storyline and do some side quests. The hunts were fun. They were very fun.
It was like
Hard, but fun.
it was like the Witcher contracts.
Yeah.
There's actually the last hunt again
Hmm.
is I think it's Tiasmat or I don't remember which one of the dragons is.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
it's like 2 hours long. The fight is 2 hours long.
I remember I was fighting a monster. I don't think it's the same one, but he. Most of these monsters they have like a critical mode when their life is very low, and
Hmm.
they unleash a devastating attack, like on every Final Fantasy boss. I
Uh-huh.
remember like he would drop a feather, and this feather was like an atomic bomb, and it would just annihilate all my characters. Unfair, but hell, it's challenging. Whatever.
I don't remember. Actually, Final Fantasy twelve one of
Jeez.
the I could never finish it because I got my stuff stolen before I could finish it, and I have never been able to
Oh, I
find it.
remember that story. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have not been able to recover it. Just keep in mind that here in Mexico, getting PlayStation 2 games, legit games, is pretty hard. So,
It is. It is. I mean,
I when PlayStation 2 was still up before PlayStation 3 came out, you could
mhm.
go to the store and buy games. That's fine. But right now, like game stores, they don't carry PlayStation 2 games, and it's hard to find games.
How about in Baratillo? And when I say Baratillo, it's like a flea market. They turn these neighborhoods into big flea markets. So you could practically buy anything. You could actually buy monkeys and like
You
rhino eggs.
you,
If I
you, you can
remember
you can
too.
you can buy from video games to rhino eggs.
Yeah,
It's
those are rumors, like black market selling animals. I never seen it, but people just talk about that. But even in
shut up, shut up. You'd see that.
I don't
You've
know,
seen
dude.
it, dude. You've seen it.
Dude, you're gonna put our podcast in trouble.
Dude, I'm just saying that you witnessed some stuff. I'm not saying that you were participating in that.
That I have a baby rhino in my room.
Blink, blink. Oh well, if that's how you call your cat.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, my cat. Yes, actually, it's sleeping right next. Well, not next to me, but it's right by the door. He's protecting us like a guard dog.
From the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a story from Caro about the
Oh
birds and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so it's just pretty hard to get PlayStation 2 games, legit games. Yeah, I could find it on the flea market, but remember when went to buy games?
Oh yeah, many times.
Yeah, the freaking games were all scratched and they are unplayable.
Yeah, because they just sell it. They don't even check them. They just sell them right there, thrown away. Yeah.
Exactly. I got Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 2 and it's unplayable.
Ah, it sucks. Did you how do you say it? Did you clean the scratches off? Did you?
Oh yeah, I did. I try. I tried, and it's sad because I really want to play that game.
So Soul Reaver 2 was pretty good.
Okay, before we already straight off a lot. So yeah,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 12 HD remaster, which I don't think is too far off. It's actually, I actually think it will happen.
It's a good
Um,
remaster.
yeah, it's a good game. Actually, if it happens, I will finish it this time. Then
Nice.
what else? He mentioned also Xenosaga HD remaster, which
Xenosaga.
which actually that's another one, another of the rumors that I cannot believe because as far as I understand,
Uh huh.
Xenosaga does not belong to Namco anymore. It belongs to the guy who made the games, and the guy pretty much is a free agent and he doesn't want to do anything with the IP. So so that's why like I don't believe that much. And but what I heard though, and this is not like an insider leak. This is an actual. Uh, you can see it on the E3 in the E3 calendar that Square Enix has 6 games to present on the conference
Nice.
that have not been announced, and one of them will be a PlayStation exclusive. My bet is, and I'm gonna go big here, Dragon Quest 11, or is it 12?
Wow. Go big or go home. That's a big one.
Yeah, so most likely they will present. I think they will show Dragon Quest 11 or 12 for
Man.
PlayStation 4. Hitman pretty much has been already leaked. It was leaked a couple of weeks ago, so So I'm pretty sure that they will show Hitman too.
I love Hitman. I'm a fan of Hitman.
And the other games, I have no clue. To be honest, I have no clue what it
It's
can
it's
show.
it's better that way. I mean, what if there's something, even though if there's something heavy or something new, who knows? Let's see what surprises brings us today.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I read. I actually read some other stuff, some other leaks, accidental leaks. So you want to tell us about that one?
The accidental leaks.
Yeah, the Bethesda guys.
Oh, the Bethesda. You know what? I was trying to find that, and I heard that they accidentally streamed what they were having. But when they were streaming, they're actually setting up like the sound checks and all kinds of other stuff.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, they were leaking. They didn't say which games, but they showed a video of a game that I think it was either Doom. Or which one was it? I think it was
The,
It was either Doom or the new Dishonored. It was one of those two. People caught the video. They didn't really know what they to figure out what it was, but it was Doom or Dishonored.
it was Dishonored too.
Oh, Dishonored 2?
Yeah, and they actually mentioned. They actually said it. They actually said it on the stream.
Dishonored 2.
Exactly. The thing that was accidental, they were setting up Twitch and they didn't put the channel on private. They left it public, so everybody just joined it. The stream, nobody noticed it. And
Yeah, they were testing it.
Yeah, and this guy just mentioned it. So yeah, and I heard it. I heard the MP3. So
Oh,
because
jeez.
they pulled out the video from YouTube.
Yeah, so I remember that leak, and also Dishonored. I mean, you weren't a big fan of it, were you?
I'm not, honestly. I like some aspects of the game, like Corvo itself, the character. I like him, but the game was too thief wannabe for me. And,
Well, that was the makers of the game, wasn't it?
yeah, but
It was. I mean, at the time, it was good because I remember it came before the BioShock Infinite craze. Remember that there's pretty much no games that were coming out at the moment. Everyone was waiting for BioShock Infinite, and once this came out, it was like something to, how do you say, to scratch that itch before Infinite came out. That's what I remember.
Yeah, and that was my problem with the game, that I thought it was gonna be another another something like BioShock type of, but it's not.
No, it's not. It's yeah.
Yeah, it is a slower game. The morality system kind of sucks, and I don't know. I don't say it's a bad game. It's not like I hate it with passion like other games, like BioShock 2, for example. It's not one of those games that I hate with passion, but honestly, for me I didn't even bother finishing the game. So
Yeah, actually, me neither. And I was playing it on a hard, and I was trying to get the achievement where you can't kill anybody throughout the whole game, and that actually gave me a little bit of more, how you say it, gameplay, more hours. But yeah, it was still challenging, but I didn't even beat the game. I kind of got tired of it.
yeah, I think that the game had good ideas and a good potential, but to me everything just felt like an experiment, and it wasn't like a good experiment.
They sold a lot of copies, but like I said, it was like a drought. I mean, there was no games coming out.
No, and the game was praised by critics. So
Yeah.
I just heard a couple people with the same opinion as mine. So take me as a minority, honestly. I'm just one of the few guys who didn't like the game that much. So so don't take it for me. Like, I personally didn't like the game. But I'm pretty sure that if they polish their ideas, and Dishonored 2 might actually be worthwhile checking.
Yeah, definitely. And I should have brought this up in the beginning of the podcast. But if you're new to gaming, or if you're or if you're not online, or if you don't watch TV, I don't know what the situation is. But E3 is actually an expo, and E3 stands for Electronic Entertainment Expo, right?
Yeah, that's what it stands for.
Because some people think it's end-to-end encryption or electromagnetic environmental effects or something like that. Some people were trying to figure out what E3 means, and they were just blurting out these acronyms. But yeah, it's a Electronic Entertainment Expo. Sounds like a tongue twister, but like the meaning of the title is, it's every year it's an expo showcasing these games that are going to come out. They're big titles, from big titles to indie games to, I think, mobile games too now. I mean, just everything that has to do with gaming or PC gaming.
Yep. Actually, it was all the time. It was focused more on, not more. It was focused on console gaming.
It was.
But this year the PC gaming will have more presence because Nvidia is hosting their own sideshow,
Uh-huh.
and this year Valve will finally release their quote unquote consoles.
Quote unquote consoles.
So,
Yep.
so it will have more presence, but mostly it's for console gaming.
Yeah, and it kicks off tomorrow, June 14th.
With Bethesda, precisely. That's why they fucked it up.
They messed it up. That's why they streamed it accidentally.
Exactly, because they were doing the sound check for tomorrow's stream. So kicking up with Bethesda, what do you think they will show besides Fallout 4?
Oh, easy. I mean, we just pretty much talked about it. Doom, Dishonored, Elder Scrolls Online. But, I mean, what really stands out is definitely Fallout 4, and that's on our last podcast.
We talked an hour about that, so
Yeah,
if
so
you
we
haven't,
can.
go check it out.
Yeah, actually, we'll put it on the link below, so you could double check on that, so you could catch up on where we're at now.
So,
But mhm.
oh, you were mentioning that they're already pre-sale, or Fallout 4 is in pre-order on Steam.
Yeah, it's on pre-order on Steam. It's on Amazon. It's coming out this year, man. It seems very, very promising.
Yeah, it seems very plausible it will come out this year.
And the thing is, I want the special edition, dude. I'm all about the special editions. Dude.
Well, I will get the special edition depending on what it has.
Did you hear about Fallout 3? Their special edition is like the Vault. What was it? The Vault Survivor Kit. It was like a lunch pail, and dude, that's like worth thousands of dollars online now. It was like it was very special edition. Like I wish I would have had that.
It was very.
I wish I would have had
it
that.
was very limited. I think they only printed like 1200.
It was
pieces.
it was awesome. It was awesome. It looked like a definitely. If you're a collectionist, you would definitely have that in your wall.
I will get it only if it has a Pip-Boy.
Oh, a working Pip-Boy?
Not necessarily working, but if he a wearable Pip-Boy.
Like cosplay or just like a.
Just something you can put on your wrist.
Would you sport it? Would you wear it to work?
Of course, dude.
And when you get in a fight, you turn on the VAT system.
Yeah.
Psh, how's it go?
Yeah.
The noise it makes. Yeah, that'd make fighting much easier.
Yeah, and the trailer. Well, we already talked about a lot about Fallout 4, so I will be very brief with what I
Check
will
out the
say.
link below, definitely.
Exactly. Fallout 4 will have they show a lot already in the trailer, so most likely they will showcase the gameplay, explain the new mechanics in the game, and give us a release date. And my bet will be for November this year.
Oh man, I hope you're right. I hope it's sooner, but then again, I mean, we've talked about all these open world or hour wasters of games that are coming out, so we're going to add that to the list.
And also, I am pretty sure. Well, not pretty sure. They already promised to show Doom.
Yes, the new Doom.
So we'll see a lot of that too tomorrow. And of course, we already talked about Dishonored. So
Oh yeah, Dishonored's covered.
and well, I'm pretty sure they will also talk about
Elder Scrolls Online.
Elder Scrolls Online because it's just launching consoles. So we'll have a big chunk of the conference of the presser.
And the new Doom, I mean, it's, you know what? We should make an episode of the chronological order of Doom because it's like the movie, like Aliens. You know, there's not really because Doom 1, it was you're on Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Doom 2, it's hell on Earth, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Doom 3 has nothing to do with Doom 1 or Doom 2. It's
No.
actually a reboot on Mars, right?
That's true.
And this Doom, where's it going to be at? I mean, it's like the weird chronological order. I don't understand.
And as far as I'm aware, this Doom is a reboot of Doom.
It's a reboot of the reboot. That was part 3, right?
Exactly. So it's a second.
Second coming of the reboot.
Yeah, the second kind of reboot robot.
Reboot robot.
Yeah.
And there was like a 5-second clip. Did you see that of the what was it? Remnants or what was that?
Yeah,
Enemy, the skeleton.
Yeah, it was a Revenant.
And there was only like a 5-second clip on that. You see the guy loading his double barrel shotgun, which was a classic weapon that came out in part 2. and yeah, you see this enemy. I don't know if it's going towards them or I don't know what it's fighting, but I mean, it looks good. I mean, they're using up to date graphics or whatever they're rendering,
The
but it's not enough though. I mean, that doesn't show no gameplay, no nothing.
No, not well. They already promised that tomorrow they'll show the game itself, so we'll see more of it. But I'm pretty sure we'll use the Rage engine just as Wolfenstein. I'm not sure if Machine Games is making it, but if I hope they keep it on they keep the same philosophy they use with Wolfenstein, and they just make
Right.
it as an old school shooter. They don't get like one of those new Call of Duty type of games. And I hope that they also announce the beta, because I have already a seat,
Oh, we both do.
a reservation on the beta.
Yeah, we do. We have those keys. That's I think what we got that last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I first got here. I actually bought the game like a week that I was here. So it's a year ago.
Yeah, they came out with the new order.
The new order, yeah, when it just came out. And I would love to get I would love to get a taste of what they have. I mean, but what I heard tidbits of different sites, and they're saying that the game is more of a run and gun shooter, not of exploration or anything else. It's more run and gun, which is more to the roots of the game.
Sorry.
No problem. But yeah, they're going to go more to the roots of the game, more action, more run and gun, and less of the exploration type. From what I heard, I mean, I don't know. We just gotta wait till it comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, I actually hope so. I hope they don't make it like they don't make
Open
it
world?
like well, first of all, yeah, don't make an open world. We have enough open world games as it is right now.
Was it Rage kind of open world?
It was.
And it did not do too well, right?
I liked it. The only thing is, the conclusion of the game was totally anticlimactic and completely out of the blue. So that's why many people kind of like didn't like it. But I liked the game. I mean, it
I heard
wasn't.
that, I heard that Carmack even apologized to his fans, like, you know what, I have to admit, I didn't put my heart and soul into this game, or something like that. I mean, he was like, you know what, I'll come out with something to make up for Rage, and I was like, really? Was it that bad?
Well,
I don't remember it being that bad.
Well, the thing is, Carmack was more involved in making the engine, and for to that, I actually give him props, because the Rage engine is quite impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And but he's not involved in game design anymore. I mean, he hasn't designed a game since Doom. So
Yeah.
so it's not his fault that the game felt incomplete. I mean, what he was supposed to do, he did right.
Mm-hmm.
So well, the thing is, he's the face of, or was, because right now he's with Oculus.
Yeah.
But he was the face of id Software. So that's why he had to apologize. But it wasn't his fault. It was the fault of the game designers. And again,
Yeah.
the game is not that bad. I'm probably making it sound bad, but it's not bad. It's just that the game ends when it was getting good. So if it felt incomplete story wise.
Mm-hmm.
But the game was really cool. It had really cool ideas. The driving
I
was
love
good.
I love the driving, man. Even the races, it felt like I can't say really Twisted Metal, but it was more like a combat racing.
Hmm.
It was pretty cool. It was different for the time.
And another thing too is that many people was expecting another Fallout, and
Oh
it was
yeah, you
not.
can't do that. You can't do that. Fallout's in its own category.
Exactly, its own type of game. So I'm myself included.
Mhm.
When I heard about Rage, for the first time, I thought it was going to be like type of like
It isn't, because I mean it's not really role playing. It's more like a first person open world shooter. I think people get confused on that. I mean, and plus it's post apocalyptic. It just screams, Fallout, right?
exactly. The story is even the same. Like, the guy was put on this vault and kept
Yeah.
secret for years, and then the guy
Yeah.
awoke, and so the story, even the story itself, sounds kind of like Fallout, but it's not. It is.
Mhm.
It is. It's not even like Borderlands. It's like how can I put it? Well, it's a game of its own. It's just like
It is, huh?
an open world first person
Shooter, yeah.
shooter, like like putting Doom in open world. That's how it is.
Yeah, I think that's what they were aiming at and didn't come through because of people's expectations.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
But but as for Doom, well, if it's gonna be like a Twitch shooter, like old school real Doom, then I'm more than happy.
Nice.
If they keep the same philosophy they did with Wolfenstein and they just make it as close as possible as the original game, then it's gonna be great. Wolfenstein is so far it's one of my favorite games of this generation.
Now, this is the new Wolfenstein we're talking about, the New Order. Because, I mean, there's a lot of Wolfensteins out there, man.
Oh yeah.
I remember the Wolfenstein that came out on PC, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and then the other weird Wolfenstein that just fell off the map. And then we have this one. This one's pretty good. I mean, it surprised me. I have to say, it surprised me.
It surprised everybody. I actually thought, to be honest, I thought that the game was going to have mediocre reviews and worse sales, but it actually
Yeah.
sold well, and it had very good reviews. Some people, like for example, Total Biscuits praised the game, and it was his game of the year. And
Wow.
we're talking about one of the biggest voices of gaming. And,
Yeah, of course, of course.
so yeah, it's so yeah, I have good expectations, no high, good expectations with Doom, and so far it looks that it's actually going to fulfill. Let's see tomorrow what they show, and let's hope for the best.
Yeah, so for the best. And let's see, what other things that are showcasing? We already talked about Square Enix, right?
We kind of talked about Square Enix. This year, well, they're supposed to announce 6 new games, which we haven't heard about. So it's not gonna be Star Ocean. It's not gonna be Final Fantasy 15 will not have presence on the game. They already said that. I mean, on the expo. They will keep everything for Gamescom and the Tokyo Game Show.
How about Deus Ex, Mankind Divided?
Yeah.
I think they're going to show something, right?
Yeah, they gotta show something about.
Oh
about
man,
it.
that game is it's a huge game too. I love that universe.
Yeah, it's top of my list. Deus is top of my list of most anticipated games, but I'm not. I'm just sitting. I'm just sitting and waiting because I'm pretty sure it will not come out until 2018 probably.
Yeah, it'll be a while, but it's just I just got to be happy the fact that they're making a Deus Ex, a single player story motivated game, not an MMO and not a mobile device game. I mean, I got to be happy about that.
Exactly. No, and actually it looks to be awesome.
It does.
The story itself, what they show on the debut trailer, the story looks really cool actually.
And the story looks good, and I'm so happy that Adam Jensen is back because I thought at the end of spoiler alert, at the end of part 1, and depending on what you choose, but you know that the correct ending is to blow the whole damn building up. I thought that was the end of him because this is a prequel to part 1, which came out on PC, right?
Yeah.
And you figured, I mean, you don't hear nothing about Adam Jensen on the original PC version, so you think that he's dead, but I mean, how stories go, anything could happen to the guy. I mean, they could have picked up his head and rebuilt him. I mean, stories nowadays, you could do anything.
Actually, if I remember correctly, there is like there is a side quest on Human Revolution.
Is it the Missing Link?
Not the Missing Link. I haven't actually.
I missed that one. I want to play the Missing Link.
I bought it, but again, since I don't have my PlayStation 3, I haven't played it. But I do have it. I need to get that back.
Yeah.
Especially for Batman. I want to play Batman Origins before Arkham Knight comes out.
It's good. It's entertaining. It's good. I have it. It's pretty good.
Alright, so, there is this side quest, just really quick, so we can continue with E3 talk, where it kind of hints that they use Adam's DNA to clone the Dentons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they are like clones of him, or not clones, but they are genetically engineered with his DNA.
So it's kind of like he's the big boss.
Exactly.
And they clone these super soldiers.
Exactly. The only thing is he wasn't part of the story when the first Deus Ex came out.
Right. Exactly. That's what I was saying.
So they never mentioned it. So I don't know how they will retcon that. But yeah, it kind of hints towards that. And besides, if do you remember? Do you remember the Deus, right?
Of course.
The brother. I don't remember the name, but the brother.
Hmm.
He kind of looks like Jensen actually.
So you're thinking he's a clone?
Yeah, he was genetically engineered with his DNA.
Mind blown with a kapoosh. What was it? Kapoosh. Mind blown.
Exactly, because Jensen was not like a regular person. He actually was also genetically engineered to.
To take the augmentations,
Uh
because
huh.
there was in the game. I mean, it has a philosophy. If you put in an augmentation, your body could reject it. But Jensen was able to. His body was able to accept the augmentations. Right? There's a name for that, where your body starts rejecting these parts that you put in your body. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
It,
And for example, the thing that you use to get more like ability points is
yeah,
actually in other people it's actually used as painkillers.
yeah. God, that was a good game, man.
It is a good game. It is a good game. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Square will show a lot of the game.
Hmm.
Probably I hope for a release window, which I doubt because they never do that. But again, this
Hmm.
is more on the idle side of Square.
Yeah,
So
yeah, exactly.
American companies are a little bit more straight up with their release dates. So probably we might see at least a release window. Uh,
Okay.
so, but again I don't think it will be soon. Probably the latest it'll be. I mean the soonest will be next holiday season.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait for it. I'm definitely going to pre-order that. That's definitely on my list. And also, there's another game that, man, it's just, it's a game that kind of pops up and makes like, it makes a right, then it goes away again, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, you played it before, but Just Cause.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
right.
it's those weird. It's that weird game that it comes out of nowhere, and you're like, "Oh, this is awesome," and then like it kind of like goes away. It goes under the radar. That's how I feel about that game. I mean, the game is awesome, and it was like one of the first open worlds with Easter eggs. I think that's what part two came in, right?
And with destructible environments actually,
Yeah.
and all
Well,
that
I
stuff.
mean, people are talking about Just Cause 3 as well. I mean, are you looking forward to that? Are you like a big fan of the series?
Not really because of what you just mentioned. It's just one of those games that I just forget exists.
It's weird. I know. I mean, the game is fun. I played part one and two, but it's just that they kind of like disappear. It's I don't know. I can't really explain it.
It,
I really can't.
do you remember this game that also came out when Grand Theft Auto was like the biggest thing ever? Well, it still is, but when everybody went to the Grand Theft Auto called Mercenaries,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's
Mercenaries.
another game like that game that exists,
Uh huh.
but like you said, like it just comes out of nowhere.
Hmm.
It makes a big noise and then just falls off the radar and nobody remembers it.
Weird, huh? I mean, we should name that anomaly, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I did play. I didn't play part one. I played part two,
Hmm.
and yes, it's a fun game. It's one of those. It's a true sandbox game. It's one of those games where you can do whatever you want, like literally whatever you want.
I remember that. That was like a major. How do you say it? A major selling point in the game. I remember you could hijack a helicopter, and then you could jump off any part of the island, and it was cool, man. It was definitely cool. Definitely action packed. That's for sure.
Yes, yes. So that game is coming sooner. So
Yeah, and that's definitely going to be in the Square Enix showcase, if I remember.
exactly. If I'm not, in fact, I think that will be their holiday game.
Hmm.
So so we will see a lot of that game too.
Cool,
Now,
cool.
now we mentioned six games that they have not announced. Uh, I already pitched my guess of which one of them will be. We already know Hitman is one of those games.
Hmm.
What do you think they will announce?
One of the games that I'm not sure, dude. The game that I really want them to announce is I think it's one of your favorite games too. I don't know if they're going to announce it, dude, but if it's a game that we haven't mentioned yet, I mean, what if like Mass Effect 4?
Oh no, but that's EA, dude. I'm talking about Square.
Oh, Square Enix. What other game they're gonna mention?
Yeah, they're gonna announce. Square Enix is gonna announce six games that we haven't heard about.
Oh, and okay, and to guess which one
I
there
already,
is.
yes, I already said Dragon Quest, exclusive for PS4.
Uh, okay. Oh, well,
Hitman.
Actually, you talked about this. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Hitman.
just a few minutes ago. And then Hitman, we already know Hitman is one of them because it already leaked.
Right. And you said the HD, no, not HD edition, but something's going to come out on PC too.
Yeah. So what do you
Yeah.
what do you pitch for your next game from Square?
Let's see, from Enix Square, what game? Huh, that'd be interesting.
A new Chrono Trigger, maybe?
Chrono Trigger? That'd be a good one, right? I mean, that really makes some fans happy, a Chrono Trigger.
That will just blow up the internet, dude. Not the internet. That will blow up. That will blow up reality as we know it.
You know what? I've heard of a title. I think you've heard about this too, but Bravely Second?
Yeah.
That one's, I think that's one of them, isn't it?
No, because we already know about that game. It's coming out.
That one.
Too.
Mhm.
It is coming out too.
Let's see. Well, besides all the Final Fantasies, of course.
Of course. Final
What do you
Fantasy.
think?
Well, I already pitched mine. I already said Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest. Yeah,
so-
that's a good one, dude. 6 games. I don't know, man. I mean, it's all up in the air right now.
What about
Any-
a new what's the name of that fighting game they had like back in the PlayStation era?
Oh, you know what?
Islander? No, that's a shooter game. What's the name? They had a weird name.
Urgeist?
Yeah, Argeist.
Urgeist. Oh, man, that game was awesome.
God bless the ring.
Oh, my.
What-
Yeah, God bless the ring. Yeah.
What if they announce Argeist?
Dude, they are. I mean, there's a new Final Fantasy fighting game. I mean, we've seen all that. We've seen clips on that. Yeah, the Dissidia. That's the new Urgeist, I'm guessing.
Well, the C already exists on PSP.
But Urgeist, that was cool.
I'm not gonna let you go that easy, dude.
Let's go that easy. I could talk days about Urgeist, man. That game was, I loved it, and the fact that they had Final Fantasy characters. It was Cloud, Tifa. Was it Red?
It had Cloud Tifa, it
Tifa,
had
Red.
Sephiroth,
Sephiroth.
and technically it had Zack as a separate character, but it was just a palette swap of Cloud.
It was color his hair black. That's all it was.
Yeah, but it was technically it was Cloud.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Urgeist is good.
So yeah, what if they announce a new Argeist or a new The Bouncer? Remember that game?
The Bouncer. And I only got that game because it was pretty much one of the newest games that came out when the PS2 came out. There was nothing else to buy. But I mean, Urgeist. I mean, that game was cool, but I remember the last boss had MC Hammer pants.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Don't want. I remember he had hammer pants with suspenders. It was different. It was different. The bodyguard.
What if they announce Final Fantasy 13 Part 4, Vanille's return?
That, I mean,
I was
my ears would have rejected it. I'd be like,
they'd announce anything new.
I wouldn't hear it. Yeah, I wouldn't even hear that. And by the way, yeah, we're not. I mean, Final Fantasy 13. It's a beautiful game. I mean, it looks awesome. It's one of those first games that came out on last gen. I mean, but I just could not get into it.
No,
I could not get into it.
It's boring. It's the worst Final Fantasy. Period.
It's like, I mean, if you play the game, of course, I mean, people praise on the new battle system and how everything works, and I felt like I was just sitting back and watching the computer play itself. I mean, you're kind of like orchestrating what they're doing, but you weren't really controlling the characters. I don't know. That wasn't my thing.
I already mentioned it on the first podcast, and that's a story that you know all too well.
Mm-hmm.
But I literally will fall asleep, like take a nap, wake up, and the game will be advanced somewhere else.
Be somewhere else.
This is how out of my how does the game play itself? It was boring. And besides, I would fall asleep because the game was boring. So not only the fact that it was a corridor RPG,
Mm-hmm.
but it was boring. So it is the worst Final Fantasy period.
I mean, the music was good, the graphics, I mean, the background, the environment, it was good, but oh man.
No, not even, dude. Not even. Honestly, on Final Fantasy 13, the only thing that I like it was literally just how it looked.
Mm-hmm.
All the characters,
Exactly how it looked.
the characters are completely forgettable. The music, Final Fantasy music has always been like highest on the ranks of music. It's one of the prouds and joy, the pride and joy of gaming is Final Fantasy music. I cannot recall a single song from or a single tune from Final Fantasy 13.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, even for Final Fantasy 15 that is just coming out, it doesn't even have a release date. I already have my favorite song. I already have like a song that I listen, I get the shivers. And Final Fantasy 13 didn't have nothing. I don't even like Lightning as a character either, which is probably like the one of the better things in the game. And I don't even like her. She doesn't have personality.
Yeah, she's more of a negative character.
That's more of a negative game, dude. So yeah, I hope they finally got the memo and they don't try to revive that game or announce a Final Fantasy 13 HD remaster or some shit like that.
Game of the Year edition.
Game of the Year edition. No, but I think it will be. I think it will be completely new stuff. And my bet already. As I said, it's a new Dragon Quest game. But if they announce a Chrono Trigger game, I won't be mad at all.
That'd be good. I mean, there's. I think the world needs a new Chrono Trigger, a modern game Chrono Trigger.
Yeah. But what about this? This will actually be my wet dream. What if they announce a complete 3D HD remaster of Final Fantasy 6?
You mean 7?
No, I mean 6. I mean 7. No, 7 will be cool too. Don't get me wrong, but we already know that
6 is good.
We already know that's not gonna happen. They don't want to. But Final Fantasy 6, dude, they don't want my money, dude. They don't want our money.
They don't want you, dude. I think it's because of you. They're like, no.
It's because
Shinki wants this game. Yeah, they don't like you,
it's
dude.
because they don't like me.
No, 6 would be good. If they did like a full remaster, I mean, it'd be great. The story is just unforgettable, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah, so... And I avoided talking about Tomb Raider because that's coming up on Xbox.
Xbox One, it's an exclusive. I mean, there's a lot of Tomb Raider fans. I do like the new Tomb Raider that came out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the reboot. It's a good game. It's an awesome game.
Now,
but the follow up on it. I mean, an exclusive. I'm not sure.
Okay, now I'm bringing up Xbox now because on the schedule they are next after actually Bethesda.
Okay.
They have the earliest conference presser.
Uh-huh.
So and I before we discuss anything Microsoft, I need to put my bias out.
Yeah.
I am pretty much I'm not too much of a fan of Xbox. So
you're just passionate for a certain type of.
I'm a PlayStation enthusiast. Let's call it that way.
Yes.
Because I don't hate the people who play on Xbox. I don't hate the console itself. I just don't like it. I just wouldn't buy it. So I'm just putting my biases out. So I don't want to. I want to be fair with Microsoft and the Xbox brand too. So.
Yeah, and anyways, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all gamers here. We all love to game.
Exactly.
That's all it is, man. The love of gaming. That's all it is.
Exactly. So yeah, and actually there are things that might make me buy an Xbox if they announce them.
Whoa, those are big words.
Yeah. For example, Microsoft has been teasing a lot a new Battletoads game.
A Battletoads?
A Battletoads game. Yeah, they've been teasing it a lot. It's so obvious that if they don't announce it, I will be more surprised if they don't announce it than if they announce it.
Battletoads, man, that'd be something else. That's one of those games that leaves a scar on your gaming career, dude. It's like those were one of the hardest games I've ever played back in the Nintendo era.
Yeah, and it's a game with two,
goodness.
and it was one of those games with two, and
forget Dark Souls or Demon Souls. This game would eat you up.
but it is not too crazy for me to say it because I for example, I did buy every version that there is of Hotline Miami.
Uh-huh.
So a 2D game or a retro game for me is it could be a console seller. So if they announce a new Battletoads and it looks good, it might make me get an Xbox.
Wow, those are big words, man. I mean, Battletoads it was a fun game, man. That definitely brings back memories.
Yeah. Well, I can still get a day one edition Xbox.
Yeah, they still sell day one editions. At least in Mexico, they do.
Yeah. So yeah, I can still get it. So
But you were a big Tomb Raider fan too, weren't you?
I'm a Tomb Raider. I
Decent.
like Tomb Raider. I'm not like a big fan of Tomb Raider, but
Hmm.
I do like the game, and I did like the reboot a lot.
It was good. It was very good.
But again, I know the new Tomb Raider is a time exclusive, so it will come out on PC and PlayStation eventually. It could take years. I don't care. I waited for Mass Effect, so I could wait for Tomb Raider. And honestly, again, not trying to pull any strings or piece anybody, but it will look better and it will run better on PlayStation and PC. So
Because of the
I'll,
900p issue, right?
because well, the PlayStation is a little bit more powerful than the Xbox. So
Uh-oh.
again, I already said it. So and those are facts. It's not even. Anyways, let's not go into that.
It's okay. It's okay. But
So yeah, it will come out. It will come out with all DLC, and it will come out with like extra features and stuff like that.
mhm.
So pretty much it was a very kind of dumb move for. I wouldn't say that dumb move because the people at Microsoft they know what they're doing when they are business analysts and people that know how to do business. So I don't think it was stupid of them to do it. But it
Mhm.
was probably a little bit reckless because, or at least announced that the game will be time exclusive so soon as of last year's reveal. Because if
Yeah.
they would have said it's time exclusive like after the game come out, they would have got as much use as possible of that exclusive. Right now,
True.
since people know that the game is going to be exclusive just for a little bit or just for a time, there are people like me who will actually not buy the Xbox version of Tomb Raider, just wait for the PlayStation version or the PC version. So if they don't keep it as true exclusive and on their system, um, then it holds no value to me that game.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying, and I bet a lot of people who are on the on Xbox One side, I bet they're saying the same thing about Street Fighter Five.
Yeah, but the thing is, actually yesterday, not a community manager, someone on Capcom, a high ranked person on Capcom, did say that Street Fighter Five will never see
The
another
light
console.
of Xbox Light again.
Exactly, because pretty much it's a PlayStation, it's a Sony game. Pretty much is paying for it. So not even the super version. He said like none of the Street Fighter Five games will see other console than PlayStation.
That's sad because I knew a lot of hardcore players that played through Xbox Street Fighter. I
Mm.
knew a lot of people back here at home, and I bet they're feeling it now because they're like true Xbox fans, and they're probably feeling it like, oh, how can they do this? How dare them? Now they probably would buy a PlayStation 4 just to play this game though.
And that exactly, and that was
That's
that
what the thing is.
that's exactly my point. That is exactly my point. Uh, Even if it's let's just go with it, or let's be skeptical and let's say that it's a time exclusive. Neither Sony or Capcom are saying that it's a time exclusive. So probably if it is a time exclusive, it will be until the super version, ultra, whatever. I'm a Street Fighter fan, so
Yeah.
I don't really care. I don't really get bothered by the re-editions
By the
or
Super Ultra
no.
2.0,
I,
the good one.
yeah, I buy all of them, so I have all of them, so I don't really mind. But but they are not saying it now, so people will buy PlayStations to play Street Fighter Five, and
It's a healthy community too. It's a huge community.
oh yes, it is funny because the fighting game community, there are people in the fighting game community that are not even gamers. They just play fighting games. That's it. People
Yeah, I
who
know. They don't even play nothing else but just that fighting game, that specific fighting game.
they don't even care about video games. They only care about Street Fighter, for example.
Oh yeah, oh
It
yeah,
is it is
definitely.
it is that type, and they're
It's like a phenomenon, man.
exactly. It's very passionate. I can consider myself as part of the fighting game community because I hang out with people like that, but I'm not that much into the community. But I
Hmm.
know a lot of people, and I kind of hang out with them and stuff.
Hmm.
But it is a very passionate and very it's like a community within the gaming community is I don't know it's very passionate. And there's actually a lot of information about Street Fighter 5 just came out
Oh man,
last week a lot. Actually,
a lot.
I
You're
don't
right.
I
I
don't
did
even
see that.
I don't even want to go into that because it will take us another
That's another
hour.
podcast, dude. That's
Exactly.
another podcast.
Yes, it will be another podcast, but they already explained the new systems. They overhauled the graphics. Now the game looks.
Oh man, I saw full matches of Bison,
Mhm.
Ryu, Chun Li, and also
Nash.
Nash, aka Charlie.
Charlie.
Charlie. So when I saw Nash, I'm like, who the hell's Nash? That's Charlie. What are they doing?
What are you doing, my homeboy?
I know, dude. And I thought that they did the same thing with remember how like Japanese had the name switched from here to from the States, from the United States? How Vega was who was it? M Bison,
M Bison is the boxer.
the boxer,
Vega is the dictator,
the dictator,
and
the Claw,
Balrog is Claw.
Baraga's Claw. I thought it was something like in that, in that plan, but no, it's Nash. His name is Nash, but to me, he's still Charlie, so I don't care.
Well, as far as I know, at least in America, his name is Charlie Nash.
Oh, really? Charlie
Yeah.
Nash? I never. You know what? I never knew his last name.
Yeah, so there you go.
Charlie Nash. They just call him Nash. That's crazy.
Exactly. I think that's how it is. I think that's how
That's
it is.
how it is, right?
At least in the movie, it is like that. And I think in Street Fighter Alpha, they also call him by first and last name, and that's how his full name is. I
In the
think.
movie, which movie?
Well, the good movie.
I'm about to say, what, are you talking about the Van Damme?
Yeah, the Van Damme movie.
The one where, oh, in that case, then that means he's Blanca too.
Oh yeah,
Was the Blanca?
yeah. That's it.
Bison captured him to turn him into Blanca. If we're talking about the movie.
No, never mind. No. I remember now. On the movie, they call him Charlie Blanca. Remember now?
Yeah.
No. It has to be in one of the Street Fighter Alpha games.
Yeah, it is. They have a lot of. They made movies up for that too, right? I mean, the
Yeah,
cartoon.
yeah, but they're good movies though. Like and as of real good movies, not as of cheesy good movies.
In the movie, Ryu and Ken were weapons sales, dude. They were selling black market weapons. Yeah, I guess you
dude.
Ryu. Dude, yeah.
Oh, dude, it didn't make fucking sense.
It was so bad, it was good though. It still holds. It's still a classic.
Honda's Hawaiian.
On this
Oh, dude. And then Chun-Li, Balrog, and Honda, they're like TV crew reporters. Dude.
When I was a kid, I didn't even notice that. I was just excited to see Street Fighter.
Yeah, me too. And again, the Street Fighter is never known for its deep
Deep storyline.
nuanced story.
Yeah.
Its story doesn't make sense. Actually, if you play Street Fighter for the story, you are doing it wrong.
You'll be
But,
heavily disappointed.
But
that's
man,
for sure.
they were so far off the mark that, dude. But it was good because of that.
Yeah, it was so bad it was good.
Yeah.
True
So yeah, and okay. So what else? Let's go back in because
So we're talking about let me just bring up one thing about Xbox One. I would get one. I would really get one for Halo 5 Guardians. I mean, I'm a Halo fan. I love Halo. Always have. You know that.
Yeah, you're a huge Halo fan.
Yeah, the thing is, if I was a real Halo fan, I would have had it by now and be playing the Master Chief Collection. But I'm waiting for... They're coming out with a special bundle that has all that. By the end of this year, I'll probably look towards and getting that because I love Halo. Halo is one of those games that I cannot let go.
No, it's good. I mean, Halo is a game that I respect a lot. Actually, I'm a fan of the Marathon games, the precursor to
Oh,
Halo.
Marathon. Oh yeah, that's before Halo, definitely.
Exactly. And I like Bungie's developers and stuff, so I don't have any problems with Halo. I think it's a great game,
Hmm.
but I wouldn't get a console for Halo
Hmm.
because again, I'm not like that crazy about it.
No, but yeah, I understand that.
But yeah, I mean, eventually we'll get one too. I mean,
Yeah.
the reason why I didn't get one by Christmas actually is because I don't have any more space in my room because I have no furniture enough to put it. So I need to buy a new desk actually.
Damn it. All this for gaming, huh? The things
I-
you do for gaming.
exactly. So yeah, and what else do you think? Well, they for sure they will show like a big chunk of their presser will be dedicated to Halo. They will
Oh, of
show
course. I mean,
gameplay and
there's a
stuff.
big community. There's a big Halo community. Big Halo community.
Dude, it's one of the biggest games.
Shh, yeah. And you know what? Actually, you probably heard this too, but what's up with the Oculus Rift coming with the Xbox showcase? I heard they're going to bundle that eventually with the Xbox One.
No, they will. They will. Every Oculus Rift will be bundled with an Xbox One controller because it will have integration with with Windows 10.
Mm-hmm. Windows
And
10, right?
and if you recall correctly, when you can stream games, Xbox games to any PC with Windows 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what they are, what they were showing was pretty much the stream functionality to Oculus Rift. But I don't want to go into that because
That's a
again,
whole nother world, man. Yeah.
yeah, it's a whole other world, another world. But I see some flaws into that.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty much doing it as a tack-on thing to go into the pretty much to compete with Sony. But the thing is, they are not doing. It is not like the Xbox or the Oculus Rift is designed for the Xbox.
Right.
So it's pretty much just a tack-on feature. So uh, for example, the games on Morpheus,
Uh-huh.
there are games that are already being integrated with VR in mind, or they are being designed with VR in mind,
Okay.
and the Xbox games or Xbox streaming to Oculus Rift, those are just regular games that you can play on VR, but they are not made for VR, so it won't be the same experience.
Right.
So that's my point. I mean, unless they actually start a true partnership and start making a Oculus Rift specifically for Xbox, and you have developers making VR games for Xbox. Uh, I don't think it will be a competition with Morpheus or with whatever Sony ends up calling the VR headset.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, man. That's like a whole nother world to talk about too. I mean, now we're getting into VR. It's like, wow.
That remember?
At last, actually, at last.
Yeah. Well,
Hmm.
that's another. We already have two upcoming podcasts. One, no, three. One on Doom, one on the Street Fighter 5, and one on VR.
Exactly. And also, we're going to do a first 15-minute gameplay of Batman
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight. I almost said Arkham City. Arkham Knight. So we're going to definitely throw that out there too soon.
All right. So, do you expect any surprise from Microsoft this year besides what we already talked?
Surprises?
I already pitched mine, Battletoads, and actually it's like a secret everybody knows about.
I think probably something with Minecraft, maybe.
Maybe they already own the IP.
Yeah. So what if they come out with some sort of Minecraft sequel or some sort of add-on? Because I mean that franchise is huge, man. Minecraft. How much money has it made? My goodness, I can't even wrap my head around that. I mean,
And I know you don't like Minecraft. You don't
I
actually.
don't, man. I've played the demo and I cannot get into it. But some people, they play it religiously.
Yeah, especially kids. For some reason, kids play it a lot. They like it a lot.
Yeah, they love it. I mean, I guess it's good for their building skills or something. But I could not get into it. I don't know, man. It's not my type of game.
I have a theory. It actually doesn't have to do anything with creativity and stuff like that. It has to do with PewDiePie and
What?
The PewDiePie phenomenon
PewDiePie
of
phenomenon.
exactly the Let's Player that play a lot of Minecraft, like
Oh, I see
Dave
a lot of people do
Jobcast and
that. Yeah, let's play Minecraft or let's play drunk Minecraft where people just get hammered and play and do weird stuff.
exactly. I think that's why it's so popular with kids, because the game, believe it or not, it is not meant for kids. I mean, it was not made for kids. It has zombies and blood and like a very you can drop peanuts and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it's
the game
weird.
was not made for kids. Kids just adopted it, but it was not a
I
kid.
I mean, I respect it, and I've seen some crazy videos on how they program. Remember, we saw an actual Game Boy playing the Legend of Zelda intro.
Hmm.
Remember how I was scrolling up? I was like, "What? How long has the person dedicated themselves to build something like that?" I've seen videos of people building worlds, like Game of Thrones. I mean, just huge worlds of I don't know. It's a massive,
Exactly.
massive time.
And so somebody's actually making the whole planet Earth.
Yeah, something like that. I was like, what? Really? Whoa.
Exactly. And yeah, well, again, I also respect the game. I'm not like I
Yeah,
don't hate it or
yeah.
anything because it's popular.
No.
So
So I mean, I think we're going to see something on Minecraft because of that.
it could be actually. I haven't seen anything that might indicate that they might announce a new Minecraft, but at the same time, I mean, they
Wouldn't be
already own.
surprised, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They own the IP, and I don't think they will just sit on it. They'll
Yeah,
they'll do something with it.
exactly. And also, the EA showcase. I mean, I gotta throw that out there because Star Wars Battlefront. Wow. I mean, that's another big one, man.
It's interesting because we already know that Sony acquired a special promo deal with Battlefield, so it will be pretty much the poster boy of Sony for this upcoming summer season.
Hmm.
But what about Call of Duty, dude, and Activision?
Oh, Call of Duty.
Because I heard they are also striking a deal with PlayStation, so that means
Hmm.
that the two biggest games for the holiday season be just put in quote unquote better on PlayStation.
Better on PlayStation.
Yeah, so yeah, it will be if Microsoft did not renew their special partnership with Activision for Call of Duty, and they don't get all that special content and stuff they used to get,
Oh yeah,
and
the first. Mhm.
and Sony gets it, they're pretty much done for the holiday season, dude.
Oh man. Well, let's see. I mean, it's getting pretty interesting. Let's see.
Just remember how it was with Destiny, dude. Destiny pretty much
Oh yeah.
people still think that Destiny is an exclusive PlayStation game,
That's weird.
and pretty much that's what they're doing with Battlefront and
I think well, they're not exclusive, but they cater. They cater mostly to Sony,
mhm,
and Bungie did that because of well, they have a weird history with Microsoft,
mhm,
and yeah, I think we talked about that before too.
yeah,
Didn't go so well as they planned when they were working for them for Halo,
mhm.
but yeah.
And then what about I think they're announcing a new Modern Warfare. I mean, not Modern Warfare. Garden Warfare.
Oh, Garden Warfare, yeah.
Plant vs Zombies 2.
Uh-huh.
EA is announcing a new Plant vs Zombies 2.
And also, this is a big surprise. Madden 2016.
And what about FIFA, dude? You didn't see that coming.
FIFA. Oh my goodness.
You didn't
That,
see
that,
that
that came
coming.
out of no, that blindsided me, dude. I never saw that coming.
Yeah.
FIFA 2016.
I got the biggest leak ever. Madden 2016 is
I
coming out.
know. And I'm telling you, next year it'll be 2017. I bet you anything, dude.
Dude, no, I don't want. I don't. I'm not too sure about that.
Yeah, so
And
those are no surprises.
well, now that we're talking about EA, now we can talk about Mass Effect 4.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Mass Effect
that's
4, and you are the big kahuna of Mass Effect. I think did you platinum all of them?
I did platinum on all of
Did
them.
you? Even part 1, right? Cuz
Part one, I don't remember it. I need to check my online profile.
but 2 and 3 I know you platinum those, right?
Yeah, I did. I actually, dude, uh, I can't even count how many hours I spent on Mass Effect.
Yeah,
I
I remember how
cannot.
much you loved. I mean, Mass Effect is a good game. It's a love letter to Star Wars. It's just a sci-fi content of it. It's an amazing game.
It's BioWare making Knights of the Old Republic 3, pretty
Oh
much.
man, actually, if you read the history on that, that's where they got the idea from
Hmm.
Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, because they wanted, but they lost the license or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can totally see it, man. And well, I cannot state my love for Mass Effect. Uh, Dude, I'm more like I like space stuff. I like
Sci-fi.
astrophysics. Not only
Uh-huh.
sci-fi too, but I like astrophysics and stars and constellations and physics and all that stuff. And Mass Effect is it's pretty much it was like a game tailored for me. So I cannot state how much I love the game, how much I played it. So I cannot state how excited I am to see something about Mass Effect.
Oh man, I know. I know, and they're gonna show something. They're definitely gonna show what they have, and that's gonna be very, very exciting.
And well, BioWare doesn't have nothing coming up by the end of the year, so who knows? And we might be seeing it coming up by the end of this year as well.
Yeah. And also, I mean, that's pretty much what we're looking for towards the EA showcase. Plus, there's the Ubisoft that's going to do Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and I think Rainbow Six Siege,
Hmm.
and also the Division from Tom Clancy, if I remember correctly, too. Which is those. I mean, I've played Rainbow Six before, but I've lost track of it after. I think they came out in the PS2 era. I didn't really catch up on that, but the what's it called? The Division looks very promising, and also the Siege looks very interesting too. If you like those type of games.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there are some people who are pretty excited about Rainbow Six Siege, and it looks promising, but it's not my type of game. I'm not into
I like well, I
all
like
this.
the idea of just ransacking a someone's home because they're kidnapped. And I don't know. I'm gonna check that out. I'm definitely gonna keep my eye on that. Let's just see how it how it goes.
Yeah, well, the way that I buy games, I'm not gonna buy it because I buy every game that comes out. That is
Yeah,
not
there's a
Man,
tons are coming out too.
that is not Man and FIFA, so I will get it, but I'm not honestly not. It's not my type of game. So, and they also there are big rumors that they will be show or they will be revealing or announcing Watch Dogs 2, which I will not be surprised because Ubisoft is the house of sequels.
Oh man, and they come out with sequels fast. They just pump them out. I don't know how they do it.
They said it's part of their business strategy, and I can tell you they have like six different
Assassin's Creeds.
no development teams. Actually, there is one Bucharest in Romania. Is one
Mm.
outside the movie theater. So I went past by them. Actually, EA, one of the EA studios are also on Bucharest. And they have like a
Nice.
lot of teams like that everywhere in the
Yeah,
world.
just everywhere. Kind of not outsourcing, but they have their own little groups.
Little, they're actually, well, yeah, that's
They're actually huge, but
quote unquote little teams.
yeah, quote unquote.
Yeah,
And
so
also, I mean, and also there's so many other games to talk about. I mean, there's Uncharted 4. That's a big AAA game that's coming out. And
the,
supposedly The Last of Us 2. Wow.
I don't see Naughty Dog announcing Last of Us 2. Not
I
this year.
mean, that's what I would expect. I mean, The Last of Us 2 would be a good one.
Well, what can I say? What can I say about PlayStation?
No Man's Sky.
Oh well, yeah. All I want about No Man's Sky is just a release date. That's it.
Okay, that
There's
one
a
looks good too.
there's a bunch of stuff. Sony will. They said that they're keeping their biggest guns for Gamescom, but I
That's
doubt
Last
it.
of Us 2 then. That should be The Last of Us 2. That's a pretty big gun.
I doubt it. I think on E3 I will join everybody else's voice, and I think they will be finally re-announcing the Last Guardian, and probably let's hope with a release date for
Oh
holiday this season.
jeez.
And
The Last
another
Guard.
and another game that everybody's talking about that will be announced or will be shown is
Mhm.
Gran Turismo 7.
Mm.
And Gran Turismo is not a game; it is a brand. So that's another game that will, even if we know it's coming, it will just make the internet blow up.
It will. And the thing is, I'm not into racing games, but whenever I hear Gran Turismo, I think of when it came out on PlayStation 1 and how many like great memories it gave me playing with my stepbrother, and it's
And
just one of those games. Like you said, it's a brand.
and believe it or not, it's a game that sells the most on PlayStation.
That's crazy, isn't it?
It is. It is
It's
the most.
crazy.
It is the biggest brand PlayStation has.
It
It
was
is
innovative back in its day, but they keep on raising that bar. Let's see how it stands out.
exactly, and well, they will of course showcase a lot of indie games.
Hmm.
There are a lot of games that they announced when the PlayStation 4 came out. Indie games. I'm not talking about big games. Indie games that haven't been released, like Galaxy, like what else can I think on the top of my head? Uh, Games like Soma, but we already saw. Actually, that one already has a release date. Rhyme also.
Oh, nice.
I hope they show more about that game and also some release date. And
And also one more thing, dude. I wish this game was gonna show more of it, but it cannot. But we need to give a moment of silence to Silent Hills.
oh, dude, shut up. Fuck Konami.
Oh
Well,
man. I mean, if everything was still in good standing, we would see definitely something of Silent Hills in E3, right?
yeah,
If everything was good, standing good, everything was all
yeah,
right.
yeah, but they won't. I mean, everybody was Konami and Del Toro and
Yeah.
Norman Reedus, and we just need to hear it from Kojima himself.
Hmm.
I'm actually, well, I don't even want to talk about it. It's kind,
You're hurt.
it's
You
kind
sound hurt.
yeah, it's kind of
Hit you personally, didn't it?
like breaking up with a girlfriend.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was just actually just before we started the podcast, I was listening to the Silent Hill soundtrack while playing The Witcher. And,
Ooh.
yeah, yeah, it was. There was a time when Silent Hill was like religion to me, man. So
Oh man, yeah, we could
I
talk a whole podcast on that actually. That'd be a whole another thing to talk about.
yeah, and Silent Hill was. I actually saw it as a back to form. It, dude, what could you ask for? It was perfect game. It was made by one of the most renowned game developers ever, with one of my favorite game directors.
Oh yeah.
PT is still one amazing piece of software, even though it's just a very short,
So
very,
simple,
very
but it was
short.
so creepy.
Exactly, and well, what can I say about it?
Well, let's just hope for the best and let's see what happens.
Yeah, and what about Nintendo? What do you think Nintendo will be showing?
Oh man, Nintendo,
Mario,
Mario,
Mario, Zelda, and Star
big
Fox.
surprise, Mario. Uh, let's see. Well, a Zelda, right? The Legend of Zelda. They're coming out with something different on that.
I don't think they will show anything. They already announced that the game is at least coming up until next year, so I'm pretty sure they won't show anything about Zelda.
Well, then in that case, if there's no Legend of Zelda, I think they're coming out with Hyrule Warriors on 3DS or something like that.
Well, everybody's also very hopeful or just rumoring about a new
Fire Emblem.
fire. Well, I already know that they're making a couple Fire Emblems. No, a new Metroid game.
Metroid. That's like their second Mario.
Yeah. Well, they haven't had a good Metroid game in a while, actually.
Oh man, they haven't. And also, you know about the Shin Megami Tensei X?
Yeah, cross Shin Megami Tensei,
Uh-huh.
cross Fire Emblem.
Cross Fire Emblem, yeah.
Yeah, well, I thought the game was vaporware, but I guess it still exists because they already show some gameplay and some footage.
So there could be something on that too on Nintendo side.
I doubt it. I doubt they will show it on E3. That's the type of game they show normally the Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah, huh? Well,
If they show something new, it will be a new Mario Galaxy or some shit like that.
Mario Maker, I think, or something like that, right?
Oh yeah, they will give the spotlight to Mario Maker.
Uh,
It
yeah.
it is their biggest game for the holidays, actually.
Yeah.
Believe
So, I
it or
mean,
not.
and also I just saw on Brawl, they got Ryu as a character there now. Ryu, I mean. I always
Oh,
say
yeah.
Ryu, but Ryu
Yeah, all habits.
as a new DLC character or amiibo character.
Exact. Well, if they come up with an amiibo Rio, we'll buy it.
For Ryu, yeah. That's
Yeah.
one of those that you just have to have.
Yeah, only for Rio's sake, because I don't care about Amiibos. I think it's a very greedy and stupid idea.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's like Beanie Babies all over again. If anybody remembers that.
Dude, I actually, I personally think consider Amiibos worse than DLC because it's pretty much, well, DLC. I don't have any problem with DLC. There are some people, some companies misuse or yeah misuse DLC, but I don't have I don't have any problems with DLC. DLC is actually I actually consider a very positive thing. But Amiibos is a very shitty. It's like these guys are creating a drug that they put on short demand, on short supply, so they create a big demand.
Yeah, it's a marketing tactic. It sure is.
Exactly, and that's how Nintendo are. Like that's how Nintendo. I don't like Nintendo. I think right now, even though, and let me put this straight up. Before I started playing on PlayStation, I was a big Nintendo fanboy. Like I'm talking when I was like 12, 15 years old. I grew up on Nintendo consoles. But now as an adult, see them and they're shitty, like really shitty, dude.
Oh yeah, they're not well. I've seen them too.
Yeah, they're like a freaking mafia, dude. I dislike it even more than Microsoft at this point, man. At this point, I
Ooh,
mean,
but be careful, man, because there's some Nintendo fanboys
I
that
don't care.
they don't care. I mean,
Échamelos, dude. I don't
it's
care.
Chunlos.
I
I
don't
mean,
care.
I mean, even though if they were taking money from their wallets, I mean, they're still like Nintendo for life, man. It doesn't
Exactly.
matter to them. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, that's right. And don't get me wrong, I still have appreciation and love for the characters and franchises. I still like Zelda. I still like Mario. Yeah, I still like Metroid and all those games and stuff. But the Nintendo as a company, as a business corporation, I have no respect for them. I have no respect for them.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's all about making that money for them. It's
Well,
business. It's business.
well, yeah, I couldn't blame them for making business, but still,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
like the way they do stuff.
Just the ethics of it, but I mean, what can we do?
Exactly. Well, just don't buy their games.
There's no buy the games, I know.
Exactly. So that's the beauty of capitalism. You can
Yep.
do.
You have the choice.
Yeah, you have the choice to screw up your consumer base, but also the consumer base has the option to not purchase this stuff. So the the lesson of the day.
Uh huh. Let's listen to the day.
Stop instead of stop bitching. I mean, instead of bitching, just don't buy a product you don't like.
There you go.
Vote with your wallet. So
All right, man. So I think we covered a good chunk on this on the E3.
we covered just like 20% of what we had to cover, but it was a plenty. That we actually we almost broke the 2 hour mark.
Yeah, we did a
So
2 hour mark, and since this is showing tomorrow, we're gonna check it out, and we're gonna throw another podcast out there very soon, very shortly.
yeah, but probably most likely will be post E3 reactions to new stuff.
There you go.
We should make a recount of how accurate we were in our predictions,
Yes, definitely.
and we'll see. Tomorrow it kicks off the big event.
Yeah, I can't wait for it, man. We'll check that out, and we'll definitely throw some a reaction podcast.
Yeah, the first event the first event will be the
Bethesda. Uh huh.
Bethesda press conference, and it will be tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Yeah,
your time, 8
that
p.m. my
means that's
time,
8 p.m. your time. Correct.
8 p.m. my time, and we'll see. We will be probably tweeting some stuff, doing some probably stream if possible.
Oh yeah.
We'll see what we can do.
All right. Well, any last words, Shinke?
Not really. I said everything that I wanted to say. Just kids don't do drugs, please.
Yeah, and yeah. Winners don't use drugs.
Yeah.
They drink coffee. A lot of caffeine.
Yeah. Yeah. Caffeine is good, I guess.
That's good. It's considered a drug, but it's legal.
Yeah. Well, everything is considered a drug. Everything that
Yeah.
alters the natural state of your body is a drug. So in that category, then water is a drug.
Yeah,
I
you
read
can throw it that way.
Yeah, I read it from a medicine book actually. That quote. It was in Spanish, but yeah, I read it.
Nice. Dropping some knowledge. More. You see, this podcast is more than gaming. We drop all kinds of knowledge on here.
The more you know.
The more you know, exactly. And knowing's half the battle.
Yep.
All right. Well, yeah. Well, thank you for joining us once again. And if you've joined us for this long, we really appreciate it. And we're gonna throw some more information out there for you soon enough.
Yep, as soon as we get it.
All right. Well, this is Charlie signing off, and
Shinke, bye.
Shinke, and game on. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.